What if the love stories that impact us most, the ones that truly wreck us, are actually the ones we need the most in our lives? From the tragic end of Romeo and Juliet, dead in each other's arms, to Heathcliff howling on the moors in Wuthering Heights and Gatsby floating face down in a pool, we know these tales are doomed from the start, yet we return to them time and again, drawn by their powerful narratives. Why do we keep coming back to the beautiful wound of tragic romance? The answer reveals more about our own human nature and desires than the stories themselves, offering a profound insight into our emotional landscape. In a world obsessed with happy endings and perfect love stories, why do these doomed lovers and their catastrophic fates continue to capture our hearts and imaginations so completely? A tragic romance isn't just a sad love story. It's a narrative where the love itself is structurally impossible from the very beginning, destined for an inevitable, heartbreaking conclusion. External walls like feuding families, rigid class structures, or the ravages of war, and internal cracks such as overwhelming jealousy, destructive pride, or self-sabotage ensure there's absolutely no escape hatch for these lovers, sealing their fate. Happily ever after isn't merely avoided in these stories, it's actively barred, creating an intense and compelling tension between the promise of perfect love and the certainty of perfect doom. This powerful trope of tragic romance has evolved for millennia, continuously shape-shifting and adapting through different eras and cultural contexts, yet always retaining its core essence. Ancient roots tied tragedy directly to the will of gods and the unyielding hand of fate, as exemplified by Orpheus losing Eurydice simply because he looked back, a single human mistake leading to an irreversible loss. Shakespeare's blueprint for tragic romance brilliantly combined fate with societal pressures and personal flaws, as seen in Romeo and Juliet's impatient choices and impulsive actions within the context of their family's bitter blood feud. The Romantic era moved tragedy inward, focusing on the intense emotional landscapes of its characters. Catherine and Heathcliff's all-consuming love in Wuthering Heights was so absolute and destructive that it ultimately destroyed generations. Realism and modernism transformed tragedy into a social autopsy, with Anna Karenina facing harsh societal judgment for her passionate choice, and Gatsby losing Daisy not to love, but to the entrenched power of old money and its rigid social structures. The locus of tragedy consistently shifts from the divine will of gods to the constraints of society, and then to the complexities of the self, but the core conflict remains: love versus the insurmountable obstacles that stand in its way. Psychology offers compelling explanations for why these stories own us so completely, starting with the concept of catharsis, which acts as a safe scream, allowing us to process intense emotions. Aristotle famously called it that. We root for the impossible in these narratives, not necessarily for the couple themselves, but for the profound idea that love, in its purest form, can conquer anything, even the most formidable barriers. When that love ultimately fails, we don't feel cheated. Instead, we feel deeply seen, because the struggle itself, the journey against overwhelming odds, is precisely the point and the most relatable aspect. External blame, directed at society or fate, often leads to righteous anger, while internal flaws put us in a mirror mode, sparking endless debate and self-reflection about our own choices and vulnerabilities. These stories aren't just personal narratives of heartbreak, they serve as powerful indictments of broader societal issues, holding a mirror up to the injustices and inequalities of the world. Class warfare, pervasive gender double standards, and profound ideology clashes are vividly exposed, revealing who truly gets to love freely and without consequence, and who is forced to pay the ultimate price. Anna Karenina's social erasure, starkly contrasted with her brother's affairs that are met with societal acceptance, highlights systemic wounds within society, rather than merely personal failings of the individual. Even modern tales, such as Sally Rooney's Normal People, showcase a quiet tragedy embedded in class anxiety and the poignant silence of unread texts, reflecting contemporary forms of romantic struggle. We don't just passively consume tragic romance, we actively remix it across various media, from young adult novels and prestige films to the vast world of fanfiction, demonstrating its enduring appeal. Happy endings often convey the message that, in a world constantly seeking quick fixes and instant gratification, these stories serve as a powerful reminder that to love deeply and authentically is to risk deeply, and that very risk is what makes us profoundly human. The beautiful wound of tragic romance reminds us that we are truly alive, confronting us with the unyielding forces of fate, the complex pressures of society, and the glorious, often chaotic, depths of our own hearts. If this exploration resonated with you, please smash the subscribe button to join our community. Comment your favorite tragic love story below. Let's discuss why it continues to move us so deeply. Thanks for watching this deep dive. Now go forth and love fiercely, with all your heart, even if it means risking pain and heartbreak.